What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my new YouTube tutorial on a mid-bald fade. Hope you guys really enjoy, and let's get right into it. Here I'm going to be balding him out, just tapping. I'm going to contour to the shape of his head. Try not to set in a hard guideline, just lightly tap and keep on going. Right now I'm going to be doing a scooping motion. This is easier for people that started cutting hair. It's easier to take out this bald guideline. You just flip the clipper and just start flicking out, and it's easier to take out. Definitely when you set it in, tapping in motion, and sometimes you have a tendency to push kind of hard, so it'll be really hard to take this line out. But if you flip it over like this, it'll be way more easier for you guys to take out that bald guideline. So right now I'm going to be applying the Remington shave stick. So what this does, it helps people with bumping up on the back of their neck due to the irritation of the foil shaver. It can cause ingrowns, so right now I'm just applying it and I'm going to pass the shaver like normal, and it definitely really helps with ingrowns. So if you guys need or want this, I definitely recommend it. Now we're just going to start passing the foil shaver. Try not to press too hard, and just flick out on the top of the line, just to make sure you don't create a harsh guideline. And now we're just going to start with the lever open. Make sure you have enough room to blend. The guideline should usually be an inch to half an inch, and we're just going to do that all the way around the head. Now we're just gonna start to erase this bottom line. We're gonna close the lever halfway and just start flicking out, softening up that bottom line, getting it ready to close the lever and completely knock out that bottom line. Keep in mind, sometimes it doesn't really come out, so you're just gonna have to use your trimmer, use the corners, and knock it out. And now we have closed the clipper all the way. Now just starting to flick out that bottom line. Just use the corner or the full blade. I tend to use the full blade a lot, but the corners definitely help. Just knock out that bottom line. As you can see, you can still kind of see like a little line there, so if it doesn't come out, then just use a trimmer. Now we're just going to grab our trimmer and knock out this bottom line. Just flick out, try not to go up too high, and use the corner of the blade to knock out that bottom line. And now with our number 3 guard, we're going to just knock down the bulk. We're going to go straight off the parietal ridge. Try not to dig in, just flick out, just completely go up straight. This is going to be the highest number we fade, so right under this is going to be the 2 and then the 1.5. And now we're going to be setting in our next guideline with the number 1 open. We're going up about a full inch, flick out, have enough room to fade, and we're going to do this all around the head. I forgot to say that this client really doesn't have a particular hairstyle. He just is letting it grow, so I'm just going to cut down the sides. So if you guys see that it doesn't have any style to it, or it's not combed a certain way, it's just that he's letting it grow and he doesn't have a particular style. For our next step, we're going to grab the half guard and knock out this guideline of the 1. We're going to go open halfway close to knock out that bottom line. Keep in mind, sometimes you'll leave a line, so we're going to have to take the guard off and just flick at that line. And if it doesn't come out still, then we're just going to close the lever halfway and use our corners and knock out that bottom line. so we still have kind of a line there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close the lever halfway and just start flicking out at that bottom line. You can see it's coming out, but if it still doesn't, you close the lever as much as possible just to knock out that bottom line. Now our highest guard was a 3, so now we're gonna come under that with the 2, and we're gonna go open, then closing it. Keep in mind, don't go as high with the 2 closed, but we're just gonna be fading down from here. So it's gonna be the 2, the 1.5, and then we'll use the 1.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Now for our next step, we're fading down, so we're gonna grab the 1.5, go open halfway, then close, trying to soften up that bottom line. Make sure do not go as high with the 1.5 closed as you did with the 2, because we're stacking guards, fading down, trying to knock out that bottom line.
Perfect, 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 perfect,
And for our next step, we're gonna follow it up with the 1 open to knock out this bottom line. Same thing, we're gonna go open, halfway close, play with the lever as much as possible, trying to knock out that bottom line, trying to flick out, but don't go up too high, but just knock out that bottom line. If it still does not come out, then grab the half guard, open, halfway close, play with the lever, trying to knock out that bottom line. Now we're just going to start to fade the beard. We're going to use the same steps we did on the side of the head. We're going to go open, then we're going to start to fade up. So we're going to use the 2, 1.5, and the 1.
perfect, 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 perfect.
And now we're just gonna grab our trimmer, getting it ready for the straight razor, outlining it to get that nice sharp line with the straight razor. And then next I am going to line up his C cup or his curve. What I usually do is I mark a line on the top of the C cup and the bottom, and I just meet it in the middle. Use your trimmer like a pencil. Now we're just going to fade the other side of the head. We're going to do the same thing. So the 2, the 1.5, the 1, and I'm just going to let you guys watch and see how the fade comes out on this side. I'm just gonna start to detail the fade, so you're just gonna see me grab a bunch of different guards, the 2, the 1, and the 1.5, just to knock out that line or dark spot. So now we're going to start applying our Tomb 45 shave gel to the beard. Pull the skin, hold the straight razor at a 45-degree angle and trust the process, and just pull the skin and drag the razor down, trying to create a nice sharp line on the beard. Now here is the before, how he came looking, and here is the after. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. I hope you learned something. Leave it in the comments below if I could have fixed something, or give me some tips. And I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.